across and ask Satish first about the evidence that you have at hand. Your client has told you that he's being put under pressure to incriminate Karan Johar. What are the specifics that you have to offer and what evidence do you have to back that charge?
See, first of all, Kshitij was in Delhi for the last 10 to 12 days prior to the search of his house. His house was searched by the NCB after he came from Delhi. And till his house was searched, it was sealed. And when they searched the house, they found nothing other than a cigarette butt on the balcony of his terrace. Thereafter, the NCB seized the said butt on the ground that it contains narcotics. And so a panchnama was made. The wife insisted that you must say that you believe it to contain because there's no test carried out by you. Subsequently, he was taken to the NCB office. Unlike others who were issued summons, he was taken in their van. At the NCB office, from 11:30 to 6:30, he was kept in detention. And after 6:30, the interrogation started. The thrust of the entire interrogation was to implicate somebody from Dharma Productions, because according to the NCB, he was a right-hand man of one of the senior executives. Subsequently, it was revealed that he is not working for Dharma Productions, but he is working as a production manager for one of his sister concerns. So thereafter, he was allowed to stay there overnight. And they told him that it's because of your security concerns that we're keeping you here tonight. The next morning, he was interrogated by the famous Mr. Sameer Wankhede. And according to what he told us through his wife on the first day, he was humiliated, he was harassed, he was threatened of arrest, and also at the same time given an assurance that if he implicates the senior Johar, he will be let off. But since he did not accede to that statement of the officer of Mr. Sameer Wankhede, he was made to sign a statement under threat and after being blackmailed that unless
no,
he
but
signed that
when we
statement,
spoke to sources at the Narcotics Control Bureau, Mr. Maneshinde, they said anybody who is in a spot of bother, who has charges of drug consumption against him, is only likely in his defense to say that he is being put under pressure and made to incriminate somebody else. You're leveling these sensational charges against the Narcotics Control Bureau. Do you have one iota of evidence to back this, sir?
well, the iota of evidence is that firstly, there is nothing which was incriminatory found in his house. The chats which have been recovered by the NCB does not include anything to say that he was consuming drugs. Nothing to say that he was distributing drugs. Nothing to say that he was working directly under Karan Johar or any senior official of the company. And the fact that he was detained more than 24 hours before his production in court, he was detained at about 8:30 and taken to the NCB office. Thereafter placed under arrest after more than 24 hours. That itself tells me that we should not go by what the NCB is telling us about the so-called statement which they are disputing of Kshitij. And mind you, I have not raised this point against any other officer or any other accused on behalf of any other accused. Why would I raise it only on behalf of Kshitij?